Reunion. One day, Birbal passed a comment on Akbar. Emperor Akbar was in a bad mood and was angry by this remark. He asked Birbal, his court jester and friend, to leave the palace and also to leave the city of Agra. Birbal was very hurt and left. A few days later, Akbar missed his best friend. He could not live without Birbal and sent people to look for him. But Birbal left town without telling anybody. The soldiers searched everywhere but were unable to find him anywhere. Then one day, a wise saint came to visit the palace with two disciples. The disciples said that the teacher was the wisest man on earth. Since Akbar was missing Birbal very much, he thought it would be a good idea to have a wise man that could give him company. But he decided to test the holy man's wisdom. The saint had bright eyes, a thick beard, and long hair. The next day, when they came to visit the court, Akbar told the holy man that since he was the wisest man on earth, he wanted to test him. One of the ministers, Raja Todar Mal, asked the first question, "Who is a man's best friend on earth?" The wise saint replied, "His own good sense." Next, Faizi asked him, "Which was the most superior thing on earth?" "Knowledge," answered the saint. "Which is the deepest trench in the world?" asked Abdul Fazal. And the saint's answer was a woman's heart. "What is that which cannot be got after it is lost?" questioned another courtier, and the reply was life. "What is permanent in music?" asked the court musician Tansen. The wise saint replied that it was the notes. And then he asked, "Which is the sweetest and most melodious voice at night time?" And the answer he received was, "The voice that prays to God." Maharaj Mansingh of Jaipur, who was a guest at the palace, asked, "What travels faster than the wind?" The saint replied that it was man's thought. He then asked, which was the sweetest thing on earth, and the saint said that it was a baby's smile. Emperor Akbar and all his courtiers were very impressed with his answers, but wanted to test the saint himself. First he asked, what were the necessary requirements to rule over a kingdom? The reply was cleverness. Then he asked, what was the biggest enemy of a king? The saint replied that it was selfishness. The emperor was happy and gave the saint a post and asked him if he could perform any miracles. The saint said that he could bring any person the king wanted to meet. Akbar was thrilled and immediately asked to meet his minister and best friend, Birbal. The saint simply removed his artificial beard and hair. The courtiers were surprised. Akbar was shocked. He came down to embrace the saint because he was Birbal himself. Akbar had tears in his eyes. He showered Birbal with many valuable gifts to show him that he was very happy.